going to share with you two sets of prints that are available for $100 a set. They will be on paper. The first one is part of the Gate series. I wrote a beautiful poem called Beyond Moongate about this image. The painting was created for a young lady in Australia who is very ill with cystic fibrosis. I shared Lord's water with her when she was 13. She's now 33. When she was 21, she was in dire need of a double lung transplant. They were taking her off the list as her health was not up to par for the operation. I worked on a prayer painting of the lone cypress on the other side of a moongate for 3 weeks. I'd take it from dawn to dusk, day after day. At the end of 3 weeks, she went in and had a double lung transplant that was successful. She's now 33 years of age. I gave her the original of this, which was 30 by 36. The poem is, "The harmony of indigo give way to pastel shades. Pains of yesterday dissolve with the dawn of each new day. Life beckons you with joy to press on and not to wait, for the path unfolds before you, the path beyond Moongate. Revelations raise around you perfume flowers in the mist. A tear clarifies and crystallizes to a healing dewdrop kiss. When the secrets of your garden, all the love that lies within, reveals the beauty within yourself, your new day will begin. Your garden awaits in beauty, with love you long to share, like unfolding morning glories, far removed from care. Night flowers bloom in secret, while bearded iris sway. The silence of the cobblestones await the sounds of day. Blossoms await the morning sun. Pathways the sound of feet. Your heart awaits in pulsing joy when night and day do meet." That was written for Carly Metcalf. I've given over 500 of these away to raise funds for cystic fibrosis. That is number one of the Gate series. Again, the three of them are $300 and are on paper. I mean, they're $100 for the three of them. This is Heaven's Gate's on the other side of the gate, so to speak, in this. The continuation of the first Moongate painting in a way. At that time, I wrote this poem for this image. Iris unfolds her petals, white-shadowed primrose wait, in a monastery garden at a place called Heaven's Gate. Within a wall of morning glories, sun-kissed flowers bloom, while the cobblestones reflect the soul's outer inner room. Slowly glowing brighter as dawn gives way to day, petals open to receive the budding warmth of May. Proud foxgloves at attention tower in the sun, above the glowing zinnias, above where daisies run. Canterbury bells ring in praise in a humble bluebell song. Bumblebees and hummingbirds on wing chorus sing along. All roads may lead to Rome, but all gardens lead to God, a paradise to worship Him, where dew-laden flowers bow. Dew is Mother Nature's tears, rain falls from angels' eyes, on flower children of the earth, that beauty may arise. Rise like rainbows in the mist, in the light of the love of the sun, which is Christ, to rest like white doves in His hands when life's sojourn is done. There's a lesson found in gardens where natural order reigns, a lesson of respect and love, a gift from God to gain. If only we care for fellow men like gardeners do their realm, the world will be a better place and problems overwhelmed. I ended up giving $4,000 away. It went to Japan for Kobe earthquake relief from the sale of, I believe it might have been this Heaven's Gate painting. I did a couple of them, and I was intrigued with the theme. This is Heavens Gate with Yosemite on the other side. I was artist in residence in Yosemite for the entire summer of 1979 in the studio of Thomas Hill, and I always felt God's presence in Yosemite in a special way. I did a mass detach of this where I had a cross on it, and at St. Angela's Church we had a visiting Franciscan who was head of the Franciscan School of Theology in Oakland give a talk. And I told him about when I was painting in Assisi, actually working on this painting here, I did not see anything but people. Not a bird, not a butterfly. So I started moving some stones at my feet, looking for an ant out of desperation. Tired of people sometime. At that precise moment, 3 white doves flew in the tree that was in my painting. So I painted 2 of them in, and they were on this branch. The other was up higher. I gave the image to the Franciscan friar, and I got a call a couple days later. Somebody saw one of my pieces on my website and they'd like to come over and see it. It was one I gave away, and I told them to come over anyway, and they actually bought a $4,000 painting, and I was in dire need at that time of funds that I started 30 years ago in Yosemite that was in my collection, and that was the year that they were married in Yosemite. So that is the Heavens Gate series. Now the next series is a set of 4, and it's called the French Suite Reflection. All 4 of them will be on paper. I will show you what you can do with them too, though. You can have them mounted on foam core at very little expense and then framed. They're all standard sizes. They also can be transferred to canvas, which if you want to, you can varnish over it or paint over it. This one is called Secret of the Rose. I wrote a poem about a rose. Roses grow and always know the joy love brings, springing forth eternally. This image is Fall in Giverny. Giverny is a very special place to me. I've been working on a major trip to that area for over 25 years. I built this beautiful studio so I'd have room to work on it. The image you see here is the 4th in the series. Again, you have Secret of the Rose, Enchantment, Fall in Giverny, and Chateau Azay-les-Rideaux in the Loire Valley. Now what happened is that I had health problems going back to 2005. I had my hip replaced, and unfortunately it led to problems after from post-operative care. I was in danger of losing my leg. I had a hard wound that still is a chronic problem in my heel. In 2007, while being treated for that wound, I acquired MRSA staph. I thought I was going to die with that. I've always been somewhat of a spiritual person, but became even more so when that happened. And I really didn't care about anything other than my spirituality, my approach to, I had this calling that I wanted to share Christ's commands of love through my creativity and the Golden Rule. My focus has been totally on that. And part of the Golden Rule is loving your neighbor, and it's reaching out to help people when you can. I had a homeless lady lived with in this home. It was really kind of bananas for like 2.5 months. It was a challenge and a half. Now, Bank of America sent me a couple of letters. It was that if I don't come up with, first they wanted $10,000 by June 1st. I gave them $2,660, so now it's $8,000 something by June 25th, or they're going to go and have a demand payment on my home of, I need $8,000 and something, or they're going to foreclosure. Now, that was supposed to happen before, and God seems to help me when I'm in need, but when it's time to go from here, it's time to go.